just had my broadcast crash when Argus like reloaded, so not sure what the cause of that was. I think that might be Steam related. Hopefully that fixed issues, huh? Illidan, your enemy is far greater than Sargeras and his burning legion. Okay, so this is referencing the book Illidan, whenever Illidan's like soul was astrally projecting across the cosmos and Zera intercepted him. She told him basically that after the fight with the Legion, he would be needed to fight the Void. The Nara wanted to recruit Illidan to fight the Void. Fascinating. Yeah, the Nara's a little based. Nara's are a little biased. You flip open the book and find a sealed envelope tucked between the pages of Karen's journal. Seemed like he had been using it as a bookmark. 6 backpacks, 6 bedrolls, 60 chalk, 6 flint and tinder, 300 feet of rope, 6 grappling hooks, 3 pickaxes, 3 skinning knives, 50 pounds of pemmican, 10 dust torches, 12 water skins. Avoid sheltering in caves. We don't know enough about the fauna. Advise sheltering on the high ground with tall stones to block line of sight of aerial predators. Draw on the excess void of this world when there are no other options. We only have a partial picture on the risks of its use here. I've heard enough about Xel'lotath to wish to avoid her.
Walk your own path. Azeroth must not fall. Remember, nothing is more important than
The tattoos that mark our flesh are more than just ink. They are a promise inscribed across our flesh. The promise that we will hold back the dark and infernal with our very bodies. That our lifeblood is the currency used to purchase Azeroth's future. Surprised, we are not simply rage and defiance manifest. Although we are also that. Help Leona collective vitae of the void creatures at Nexus Point Antaeus. We'll use it to inscribe her tattoos, affirming the vow she makes to protect her people. Harvest vitae from the void creatures. To make void tattoos instead of fell ones. Voidstorm is a world of apex creatures. One in particular, the Ultradon, stands above others in strength and ferocity, but make no mistake, Aben, we demon hunters are true apex predators wherever we go because we are willing to go to any length in order to dominate. I see no better creature to harvest than implement in which to inscribe Leona's tattoos. Head to Nexus Point Antaeus with Leona. Defeat as many Ultradons as it takes to find the perfect implement. Harvest a talent from the Ultra. I was curious what she meant by that. So basically they're going to use the talent as a tattoo needle, I think. Where are we going? Down below. There's also a quest here. Technology is unlike anything we've ever seen. The Dominar are so far beyond us in terms of our understanding of the void. Oh, what does he got? Hmm. Oh. I've never been a fan of the reskinned Burning Crusade mounts. Like, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. This one did have a lot more effort put into it, though. I'll give it that. It's higher res than they usually are. Kind of like that cloak. Right. Enchanting temporarily grants shoulder magical illusions as Void's Might. Need to level my enchanter for my guild too. Our sojourn to this world has brought the Randorite an even deeper understanding of the Void than before. The Dominar, with whom we share a common enemy, are almost strangely generous with their knowledge. I believe they want us to become as fearsome as they are. There is a singularity anchor in Stormarian Citadel. I have learned how to draw upon some of its power to craft you a powerful item. Oh, a trinket? Your spells and abilities have a chance to induce Voidless. Voidless increases your critical strike by 122, leech by 2%, movement speed. Whoa. Champion 1 out of 6 too. Yes, I think I do want it. Defense I've already done that today though. Thanks for your help. Oh, this is renown items. Research the storm and urgent nature of our mission to these lands should not preclude us from embarking on new and meaningful research. Long have my people studied the Void, and any opportunity to break new ground must be seized. Our scouts have been finding peculiar Void manifestations throughout the Void Storm. If my hypothesis is correct, I believe we can use our host facilities to further refine and understand these samples. Help Anamandar unlock the research console in Howling Ridge. Okay. Amassing Voidlust, harnessing the violent energy that permeates the Void Storm, occasionally triggering a powerful suffusion of cosmic energy. Increase your chance to critically strike by 20. Ooh, yes. Anything that makes questing faster as a healer is good. Let's get that. What else do we got? Increase intensity of your Voidlust episodes while fighting enemies within the Void Storm. Increase frequency. I probably will go for proc rate. How do you get more of these? Duration. Use the research console to manifest powerful mount that will accompany you in your adventures throughout the Void Storm. Oh, so you get a mount at the end. That's cool.
New doorways have opened to us.
Complete 3 world quests for Void Researcher Anamandar and Howling Ridge. No rest for researchers, as they say. As much as I would love to go to trapezing around the blasted voidscape, I need to remain at this post. But you can be our eyes and ears in the abyss. Go and explore the Void Storm. Maybe we can find some additional samples to feed the console. I think I've already done a lot of the world quests. I'd probably have to go do the PvP ones. I've got 1, 2, yeah, I'd have to go do those ones. We need a search party. I won't lose them. Knight Aeneas. The Conquered Heroes. Dominar was hearing our backlines. It was different than the other Void Beasts. Like, it was playing rather than fighting. My partner, Calum, led a squad to hunt it down. They never came back. Calum's an Arathi through and through. He wouldn't fall here. I know it. Commander Lightblood refused to send a search party. He said there's a difference between personal and important. Well, the Vanguard can have their war, but I'm going after Cal. I know the route he took, but I can't search it alone. Sure. Wait, so she's one of the Arathi elves? She looks like a... I think the Arathi are supposed to be half-elves like Eretor. Okay, well I've got a quest right here. Radiant Glow Cap. A glowing moral perfect for encouraging muscle growth in Voidstorm wildlife. Bam. Bam. What is this buff I have? World Soul Ages? Oh, that's my weapon enchant. Boom, 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 boom. It would be kind of neat to get one of these, like, Void Scorpions as mount. I'd ride one. I'd at least put it on my favorites. Klaxid. Like, Klaxy? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Despite this being like very void themed and seeing some stuff that kind of mimics Black Blood a little bit, I wonder why we haven't seen Akir. Definitely a lot of weird insect stuff, but nothing quite like the Akir. Or faceless ones. There hasn't been anything that's been like that.
Speak if you must. Get moving, fleshling.
I normally raise my beast on a diet of raw, bloody carcasses and souls ripped asunder by the void, but we shall try your mortal ways. I hear you cook, and that makes the treat better. Do this, then take him on a walk around. Do this, then take him on a walk around the Howling Ridge. Even I know exercise is good for digestion. Only the most ferocious of creatures is worthy of serving me. I hope neither of you nor Fido disappoint me. Feed and walk Phytophicus around the Howling Ridge to promote its growth and savagery.
Leave me be. How did you get here? Leave.
We should introduce these guys to Snapdragons. They'd probably like Snapdragons. Since they just want, like, ravenous pets that eat. What am I doing? Oh, it casts fear? How is that useful, though? The Void Elves laughed at it. It got scared of a skeleton? Oh yeah, what the hell is that? Is that a dragon? Do they have dragons here? Is there an NPC that wants to talk about what that is?
The way.
Walk your own path.
Guess not. I want to know what it is, but wait. Ain't there? If we go to raids midnight, go here. No, wrong one. Voidspire. Down here. Born as clutchmates in the Red Dragonflight, Vulgar and Ezerak were once the guardians of all living things. Now twisted by the dark will of Xal'atath, all that remains of their former selves is their unyielding bond to one another. How did they end up here, though? Okay, so they're like Twilight Dragons now. But, how did they even get here, though? I don't understand. These are red dragons that somehow end up here. Oh yeah, another Eye of Kazan on the last boss. So many mastery trinkets. Here's a haste one. Healing spells and ability have a high chance to grant you Void's Fusion for 12 seconds, increasing your intellect for 140 plus an additional 1 intellect for every 1% health the target was missing. Oh, that's okay. So maybe that's competitive with this? Except for I think this renews its stacks, and this one just makes the stack stronger. It's still on a mid boss though. I'm guessing there's no good trinket on the early bosses. No. What about this guy? Gaze of the Onseer. Your damage abilities have a chance to grant you on-site for 12 seconds. While casting spells and abilities, manifest unstable on-scorn and consumed essence grant 29 intellect for 12 seconds. Oh, so they all kind of have the same theme going with them. I do wish it was something else that I didn't have to raid to get mythic trinkets that were competitive. Interesting. What the dungeons? Midnight. Do Nalarak. Trinket. No, trash. Why would they even make a trinket like that? That's terrible. My sorrow. Intellect by 30 for 1 minute. Actually, I like that. Guess it depends on the proc rate. Hmm. Oh, that was Maru. Terrible. No. Wait. So there's 3 trinkets. No. Okay, so that's like that's like a budget version of all the others. For main stat. It does bonus damage though. This one, Heart of Gale. Your spells and abilities have a chance to awaken the heart of the wind surrounding you with a strong gale that increases your haste by 200 for 10 seconds. I wonder if that would be... I wish it was activated, but it might still be good on Mistweaver. Although 2 main stat trinkets might also just be better, because if it's more throughput.
What is it, fleshling? What
The beast is fed and exercised. Imagine mortal, one day his maw will grow to fit you inside of it 1,000 times over. Now we will test the potential for true violence. There is a beast that has laid claim to the dense south of Howling Ridge. Phytophicus trusts you now. Go with him and bear witness to his might. Okay. This gives you a pet. No, I had an egg item in my inventory. It was supposed to hatch. But I'm not seeing it. Must have opened it. Here. Sorry, little buddy. I'm here. Hopefully we'll get him. Is that a fear? I feel like that's a fear. Bam. Nom, 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 nom. I slew the Dengorger. He was an avatar of terror and destruction.
What is it, fleshling?
I lied to him, basically. It's time for Phytophicus to become a terrible horror to behold. Keep him in your care. It may be the best way to cultivate his growth.
Speak if you must.
I feel like the Dominar are going to be like the Calaxy, where they tell... I mean, they basically told us several times that they're going to betray us. And we're sitting here like raising pets and helping them forge like void swords and stuff in their quest lines. So maybe they're going to come back and be a problem later. I mean, I think they will inevitably betray us. It doesn't have to be this expansion, but you know, it is the nature of the void to hunger for power, and Azeroth's got the most amount of power, so they probably will come back. I recovered some since we last parted ways here, but the whispers continue to plague me. They are insidious, torturing, and with that I lack how I failed. And
This is my path.
he looks at the journal.
Let them witness us.
Who's the letter addressed to? Just another arrogant blood elf in a city full of them. Sedona Duskspire. Someone from Heron's past. Heron wrote that letter just before we came to Silvermoon. He told me he wanted to deliver it to her directly. He tried to before he stepped into the portal to avoid the storm. I guess I can take it to him.
Stay on your toes.
Home sweet grave. Killed on another world defending a city that didn't want him. There was so much we planned to do now. Oh, the tea receipt that... Oh, the tea recipe that Heron was telling me about. He was excited for its properties. Called it a purgative for the soul. He never had a chance to brew it. I know it seems stupid even. I just wanted to taste Heron's tea. The leaves should be nearby.
I choose freedom.
Void tea seems kind of sus. Blood elves, they were our people until we embraced the void. In their ignorance they exiled us, yet they are happy to ask us to fight their battles for them. They say we threaten the Sunwell. The truth is they are afraid of us. Let's protect something of actual value. Kill any beast that threaten those flowers in Heron's tea. For Heron's tea. Silvermoon can save itself. Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm saving Silvermoon. A 1,000 years of death. More. Come here. I didn't read the flavor text for it. I still didn't read it. Okay, I'll read this one. Ephemeral and fragrant, pruned from mature ghost flower plants. Alright, one more flower. And hopefully no, that wasn't enough. Hmm.
Hail, friend. Stay on your toes. This is my path. Stay on your toes.
I put the kettle on. I trust you to brew it. If you wouldn't mind, it should take more than a moment before the tea is ready to drink. Let me try it first, just in case it's poisonous. I'm the one who asked to try it.
I choose
Okay.
freedom. I choose the void. Let them witness us.
Come back anytime.
Shade of Grief? Where's it? What? You will never be strong enough? It's like I'm fighting the Shah again. Shah of Doubt. That... The void takes you? No. I gave you the touch of death. He was fighting some shadow of himself.
Stay on your toes.
I thought I could spare myself this pain by pushing it down. You barely even know me, but you've already done so much for me. Thank you. You're welcome.
Decide our fate.
Renderai learned early to check our emotions, that by controlling ourselves we can control the void. Otherwise our unrepressed feelings can lead us to ruin. But I felt just now the powers of facing my feelings head on. Maybe I could have done it on my own, but the tea and your aid made it easier. We should share Heron's recipe with the others. I'll try to... Oh, whoops. I'll try to retrieve the kettle you brewed.
Witness us.
Okay. Renderai learned early on to check our emotion. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Choose freedom. Hail, friend.
I was never the best at magic, but cantrips can at least keep the tea warm.
This is my path.
I can't say that drinking tea is a pleasant experience, but it helps. So I want the others to experience that too, that Heron left us this gift. He was always doing little things like that for others. For me, share the tea with others, then join me at Obscuran Citadel. I know better than to be alone in a place like that. Sure.
We decide our fate.
Umbrick, drink this tea. It summons your inner demons. I've accepted that those I led to Telagris face consequences. So long as I live, I will take responsibility for our people. What happens when I drink the tea? Or maybe it only affects the void people. Ghost flower, interesting. How could it be? Shade of loss? Don't worry, I got him. He kind of tanky though. Touch of death. The Amani, the Scourge, the Burning Legion. I buried so many. But we have to fight. So long as we're standing, those sacrifices were not in vain. The tea helped me remember that. Thank you. Okay. I can't say I feel especially comfortable in the lair of the Dominar, but our training must continue.
The Rendurai survive.
You are ruined, you are void. I know what you are. I've tried and failed something, but I know that I'm with my people. They have my back and I have theirs. Now, she pretty much smited her inner demon, like one-shot it. I already done that rare.
Stay on your toes. I choose freedom. I choose the void.
I know that Heron died here, but I feel echoes of someone else, of a great clash where void met void. Heron must have crossed blades with someone, something that's still out there. Scribe Void Rifts with Riftblade Ashtray and Obscurian Citadel.
Them witness us.
Wait, give me your other quest. Retaking control.
My path.
This world is violent and dangerous, but it has an order to things. After you and the others took down the Dominar that ran the Citadel and its arena, the food chain must have fallen to disarray. Harrowers swarm the sky and darken the horizon. I worry they'll... Sorry, I was reading chat. I worry they'll seek new hunting grounds closer. Good evening. How are you enjoying Warlock at midnight? Warlock? I haven't tried it yet. I've mained it in Shadowlands, but I haven't tried it at midnight yet. I played it a little bit in The War Within. I played Affliction Warlock. I'm biased. I like the disease spreading gameplay.
We decide our fate.
When I played Unholy Death Knight, I also also played the disease build when it was a thing. I like dot-based gameplay when I play DPS. Are you enjoying Warlock so far?
Stay on your toes.
Point them out for me and I'll use my grappling hook to pull them to the ground. Heron's survival gear proves its use when we need it, as always.
Let them witness us.
I've heard from the other scouts about that metal, the Shadowgraph. The Dominar use it to enforce their control over others. I have to imagine that there's someone holding the reins still. Maybe it's Xal'atath or maybe someone else. Gather pieces of their Shadowgraph and maybe we can make sense of who. I mean, I could probably hop onto my Affliction Warlock and try to do some leveling on it. Wouldn't mind trying it. I've heard that they made the dot classes more, like their dots do more damage instead of burst, but I think the last time I checked out my Warlock, it was still like Malefic Rupture was the main source of burst damage or damage in general. My friend Kulzo, who I play with all the time, he plays Shadow Priest, and I think he's liking it. I thought many times about making memes about Kulzo sending Shadow Crash into random stuff. Like, there's always invisible walls inside of dungeons and stuff, and he would send it into like ceilings and all sorts of stuff. But I didn't want him to feel like I was making fun of him. I've been having a blast. Sorry my blind ass can see without glasses and thought your spells looked like it. Mistweaver. Yeah, we do have a lot of green in our kit, don't we? We do. That we do. They gave us a few new spell animations, like... See, I might actually have to talent Vivify. So like with Vivify, we now have a mist cloud like circle us, and a circle from our feet all the way up to our head. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mistweaver's awesome. Just amazing. Unless you're talking about my friend Kulzo playing Shower Priest. I thought about making a video of every time he sent like Shadow Crash into a wall or something. They changed it to like a tentacle slam. Kind of like a Loi from a League of Legends, if you know what that is.
This is my path.
I think Shadow Crash was always kind of an awkward spell though, because like you have to send it at the start of a fight, but enemies can move out of it. So like at the start of a raid boss, you'll see Shadow Priest like pre-pull with Shadow Crash sometimes, or used to. Monk is the only class I haven't really tried, that and Evokers. Monk is my favorite class. I've tried a variety of them. I actually have a character of every class, but I think that Monk is my favorite, specifically Mistweaver. I actually never healed before I played Mistweaver, and I never really tanked either. I was just DPS from Cataclysm until Dragonflight, but during Dragonflight, me and my friends would wait in LFG to try to get a healer until like sometimes until like 2 in the morning. Like just the queues were so long to get a healer, and so I told them I'll log onto my Monk and try to figure out healing, and it just clicked for me. Something about it just made so much sense. I mean, I didn't know everything, but I just played it, I read it. The other day I actually got on Rogue and I was figuring out Assassination Rogue, and I don't know if that stream is like up for replay, but if you did watch it, you could see me just reading the abilities and trying to figure out how they work and just slowly getting better and better at it. Very slowly. I still don't have it figured out though. But as far as Mistweaver goes, or monks in general, is kind of the same deal. I just kept working on it, kept thinking about it and working on it. And then I got quite good at it. Like, before Turbo Boost last season, I hit rank 8 Mistweaver in the US, and then I quit playing because I was burnt out. I highly recommend it. Monk is very mobile. We used to, not as much anymore, maybe for Windwalker, but we used to have like one of the best control profiles of all the healers. But I feel like the changes they've made in Midnight have really eroded its value. Oh, do it. Absolutely do it. If you want help with it too, I can probably help you. I used to, for fun, I would go out, I would find like Mistweaver monks and random stuff, and I would ask them why they aren't fist weaving, and then take them to target dummies and teach them how to do it. And I did that for fun. You can see down over here on my friends list, I've got like 139 friends online. I have a habit of just talking to people out in the world. I think it's a lot of people play the game like it's a solo game, but if I like say there was someone right here, I might walk up to them and just start talking to them for no reason. And so I've added people. Something I would say to people sometimes too is like, "Oh, you made a monk, which was a very wise decision, but the wisest decision is making it your main." So it's kind of an unorthodox class relative to other ones, I think. Like Brewmaster with Stagger is just way different than other tanks. Mistweaver with damage to healing isn't as unique these days because it seems like every healer has some sort of ability to do that, even if it's not as good. But it used to be really unique, is what I'm trying to say. And then Windwalker Monk, I think that Karma is one of the most interesting like defensive tools in the game because the way it works on some things is strange. It's like an absorb over your health bar, but it's actually like, uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't speak about Windwalker because I'm not the best Windwalker, but I think that Karma is very interesting, and our mobility is just a lot of fun to play with whenever you're doing stuff. So like rolling around, dashing, dodging, spinning. Feels like a Call of Duty lobby. Oh my lord. Yeah, I feel you there. Uh, I've, especially in like, when you get to like that middle tier of content where people are starting to like get a little bit competitive, that's where the tensions feel the roughest. And it's like that in other games too. Like in League, it's like Emerald, and in, what's another good example? Heroes of the Storm, it's kind of all the time. You just run into like salty people randomly. The best thing to do though is that with Mistweaver, do you attack and heal off that? Yes. We used to have like a buff management system where we had to keep uptime on a buff to do it, but I think they took my feedback that I gave that that talent shouldn't be so deep in the tree for like what I call essential functionality. And they moved it up the tree, and then they also just made it a permanent passive with Wave the Crane. So all of your damaging abilities heal allies. The damage from Conduit doesn't heal allies, but Conduit has its own healing that it does to allies. And I think we might be the only healer that double dips off this with versatility. So like versatility increases your damage and healing. And so like you get the increase to the damage when you do it, and then you get the increase to the healing whenever it's sent to allies. So like versatility is more effective on Mistweaver than I think Discipline Priest, who doesn't get that same benefit when they do their atonement healing through damage. Would you recommend doing an instant boost to 80 or make a monk and level to like... No, monk has one of the very worst like leveling experiences in the game. It used to be like expedited because we had a class buff that gave us like 100% XP gains, but they like they made it so bad. It's like now it's just like extra effectiveness on rested XP, which if you're playing all the time, you're probably not going to get a lot of. I would probably advise the boost. I would almost never tell anybody to boost because leveling tends to be easy, but for monk, and it's terrible. Monk, so like even like a brewmaster tank doesn't actually get a defensive until like level 40, and you don't get some of your most essential abilities until like until way later. It doesn't matter which spec you pick. If you pick like Windwalker and you start trying to level, you just run out of energy after using one ability, so you're just standing there doing nothing for a long time, and this goes on for quite a while, like up until like the 20s, and then you can kind of start to do it, but then you run out of combo points and can't generate them fast enough. It's really, really unfun to level monk. It might actually be easiest to level monk as Mistweaver because they can just spam Tiger's Palm without like energy regen issues. But then again, you won't have the fist weaving talent, or actually maybe you get them earlier, but back in the day they used to be like really deep in the tree over here. But maybe you get them sooner. I'm not sure at what level now. But I would say probably boost one. Unless you really want to use your boost for something else, then definitely save it. Yeah, monk has probably the worst leveling experience of any class I've ever played. And I've got 6 monks. But monk definitely the worst one in my opinion. You might also notice that for my monk I chose dwarf. You'll appreciate the help and information on the sub for sure. I gotta head to bed. Oh, I appreciate your sub. Thank you very much. I make lore theory content mostly, but I do occasionally upload some of my like higher end content. But I'm not. There's a lot of monks out there that have a lot of information and resources. If you want to look into those, if you have questions, I can try to answer them. But I'm not like I don't know everything. I just think I'm pretty mechanically good at playing it. I don't know like the deepest math behind everything. The deepest layers of math. But yeah, have a good night. I appreciate your sub. Thanks for dropping by. If you're, I don't know if you're in the US or Canada or something in the time zone, but you could probably even add me on Discord sometime. I'm sure you may have already left. It's all good though. Wait, I have to kill the flyers too? Oh, that would have made it way faster if I just killed those. Oh, that is so much stuff aggro to me. Obscurian Bloodlord? This guy's in combat with that NPC all the way over there. I wonder if I'm in combat with it by extension.
This is my path.
That must be the monster that killed Heron. It's tearing open a back door to the Void Forces to pour into Silvermoon, the city. I'm not doing this for them. Signal Umbric, let's do this together.
I choose
Okay.
freedom. I choose the void.
Anything to report?
The Dominar must have stolen Heron's spell focus. Somehow that was enough to scry into Silvermoon. We must act. Astray and I will take care of the Dominar. You three close the portal.
Do not bend to the whispers.
Hail, friend. Stay on your toes.
There is one unresolved matter. Astray reaches into their pocket and reveals the worn letter you had unpackaged. Alongside Heron's journal, they run their finger over it with a pensive expression. Heron wanted her to have it. She should know what happened to him. This is all me? Silvermoon again. Guess I'll see you when I'm back, even. Talk to Umbric about meeting Astray and the Silvermoon.
We decide our fate.
Have my share of verbal spars in Silvermoon, but I believe it's better that we maintain civility with our Sindari brethren. That is not a belief that Ashtray shares. I have some concerns with him going to Silvermoon alone. How can I help?
Light is not the only.
Watch after Ashtray and Silvermoon. Make sure they don't start a fight for their sake and mine. Ramoth gives me enough grief as it is.
All
Yeah.
paths are possible.
Alright. Okay, so now Silvermoon. Right here.
Hail, friend. Let them witness us.
Wait, but if we give her this tea, it's gonna make her fight her inner demons. You're both in the storm? Aaron still has plenty of tea leaves? Yeah, I don't know if we should let her drink this. Smells like bitter medicine, a little citrus. Whenever someone might balance it out. Back in the Void Storm, the team manifested shades of negative emotions, but it helps. The Void's allure, power at a cost be damned, right? The Sunwell renewed, our mana addiction cured, was what our people fought for, really not enough. The light exacts its own toll, the rigid order, it's stifling, constraining, we're just not the same. We said the same thing, I tried to make my peace with it, I just can't.
This is my path.
Am I supposed to do something?
Hail, friend.
Knife borrowed. Knife borrowed. Knife borrowed. That's true, I don't see a knife. Oh. Cut sunfruit. Add it to the tea. Alright. Try the tea, it can help. Care to try it too, even? You brewed it after all. Yeah, why not?
Stay on your toes.
A cup of ghost flower tea with sunfruit. Imagine your greatest struggle and drink it. Nothing, I've mastered my emotions. That does sound like a monk. Oh.
This is my path.
It's like their whole thing with the Shah is being in control of their emotions. I'm glad I went through with this. Thanks for coming with me. Let's get back to the others in Voidstorm. And I level downgrades.
I choose freedom.
Oh, I
choose the
upgraded.
void.
So much better. Profession knowledge unlocked. Oh, I need that. Speaking of which, 24 points. Probably do rings. Damn.
Stop you. I won't let you attack my village. Listen carefully. If you don't leave now, we will kill you. Sasuke, I won't fight you.
Nice. You can get that one. There's a daily quest over here. Sparks of War, Voidstorm. Oh, I should have done this when I was in War mode. When a PvP roll. I think the one that's up right now doesn't let healers. Hot Mogu. Haste increase, movement speed increase. I'll give it a shot. For this though, I probably have to put on my PvP gear. Did I get any more PvP gear though? I got the ring. Warbound. Don't really need this anymore. No, I guess I'm good. This guy's just floating in the air. By the light, check out the bodies. I'll search for Caleb. I don't know what's going on with him. Is the Void Draenei? Confessor Revik's robes are sliced clean through. These are not the rough wounds of a wild beast, but the fine work of a trained swordsman. Shadow skitters across the surface with a strange metal bonded to his brow. Wait, the metal welded onto his skin? Oh, it did. He's got like a halo on his head. Oh, it's like those Dominar things. That's a face of pure agony. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Shadow grafted, bound to the Dominar's will by shadow grafts. Kind of reminds me of the puppet master from Ashka Head. Raindron's breastplate is punctured in several places. His wounds look like the result of an Arathi rifle. Bands of metal spiral up his sword arm. Shadows flicker along the ridges of his changed metal. Unusual. Wait, this does kind of make me think. If I go look at the raid and I look at Voidspire and I go to Lightbound. These guys don't seem to be possessed by the thing. I'm getting attacked. Scout Denna's armor has been seared with holy light. Only an experienced priest could smite someone with such power. Her hands are contorted, locked in place by grafts of metal bonded to her skin. That's disturbing. I kind of like it though. It's kind of metal. Pun not intended. Oh, is he yours? I haven't had my fun yet. Oh, where's he going? Chase him. Wait, I want to get that node. Alright, now chase him. Imperia's beasts swarmed me. I lost track of them. I shouldn't have left you behind, but seeing as monster control Calum, I'm not losing him. Not while I still breathe. Do you know how long my kind live? How much time we waste and call it patience? The day I met Cal, I swore I wouldn't waste a moment. I'm not losing him here. Cut her strings. Revik, Randrin, Donna. That Dominar made them kill each other. The creatures here are bound with the same... The creatures here are bound with the same shadow graphs, the same twist of magic. If this is how Imperia controls her victims, we have to find a way to remove it. Restrain the beast and I'll attempt to break the bonds. If it's forged by void and light, the light must be able to overcome it. I don't know why, I find it so hard to read the font for WoW quests sometimes. I feel traces of light here dim, scattered across the plane, but unmistakably, it's Calum. I know his light like how I know my own. That Dominar is a monster using others like toys, smashing them together until they break. We'll find them even, and then I will turn that void beast to ash. One thing at a time. Find the light and we find Calum. Okay. Attempt to remove shadow graphs. Alright, that's one. This one's tough. It's tanky. Oh, she's got another quest too.
With perseverance, strength,
Find trace of Kalen's light. Okay. Can we find something solitary that I don't have to fight like two of to make it faster like that? Actually, this one doesn't appear to have the shadow steel on it. Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, it dies when we try it.
Got a real troublemaker on our hands. Take them on, if you think you're up to it. Alright, I've never done this brawl before. A lot of brawls don't allow for healers. I only need to do one though, right? Oh, I have to win a PvP brawl? Might be something I have to do tomorrow. We're gonna shot this time and then I'm probably just gonna quest. Drop that heat.
Probably should get Soothing Mist talents for PvP, but I'm just gonna go with an altered fist soothing build. Hopefully that's good enough. Ooh, I really do want that. Wonder if could I take it out of anywhere else? I'd have to drop like Zen Pulse or Lotus Infusion. Well, back in the day, I used to run rated battlegrounds. And what you would do is like everybody would come over here to fight for this one buff to get the. We're not really doing much damage to me. He went through his potion, his cheat does, everything. How did they have two? Are we not... We must not be going for the orbs. Yeah, Song of Chi-Chi is really good here. I don't have it on my bars. and Captain Minion. Oh, I had Trinket and didn't use it. I think we were winning the fights early on, but we're not playing the objectives. I also usually play this right here. Oh yeah, I had to move my raid frames for the Epic Battleground. I gotta put them back. This is too difficult to look over there. I hope one day they give Mistweaver a stun immunity, so that way we can actually effectuate our cooldown. Wow, 70k. I'll probably do the weekly quest off stream tomorrow. So we could probably just end up getting a lot of games like this all night. I don't know why I ran back through the middle. But they were so fast to get the orb. I wish, so like when they changed the nameplates, they made it so that enemy and allied nameplates all look the same. And I wish they hadn't done that because I haven't figured out how to make it so I can have both enabled. So I don't have to always look over here, and so I always know where my heal target is. Just nothing I can do there. We've got one AFK too. was a good attempt. Alright, well, 820 out of 1500, not too bad. I could have done a lot of things better. I really gotta figure out my nameplates before I do, like, PvP seriously in, like, instances. Because, as far as I know, there's no way to make enemy nameplates look different. Legacy Red? I could try this. I think this makes them small though. I haven't been able to figure out how you fix like that issue in PvP because it like if you just have nameplates up for allies and enemies, then they all look the same. They all have the same class colors, and there's no way to tell them apart. So I've got to figure that out. And I've got to fix my talents. Yeah, I'm gonna fly up here so I can get a way to change my talents.
We endure.
Keep an eye out for opportunities for loot.
I probably could keep healing elixir outside of dungeons. Just pick this up. Yeah. Using talent point. Oh, no. Can't remember everything I changed, but hopefully that's alright. I may even. Oh, I'm sorry. I may even need to get an add-on that makes it like gives you the ability to tell friendly and enemy nameplates apart. Okay, I got the world quest done, so I can leave.
What needs bring you here?
Caleb's necklace. We've been PvPing all day, or does it only look like it? No. Just this, my friend, and try it all.
Baladash, Melanore.
She's hurting him, throwing him into fight after fight. We don't have time to search for the whole blasted plane. I can't concentrate. The void magic cure is too chaotic and volatile.
Sun, chase your shadows. Glory to the Sindar.
When the light called, it called both of us. Why? So Caleb could die on some void-scarred rock. I can't think here. All I can picture is Caleb bleeding out. We'll return to camp with his belongings. I should be able to find him. Then I don't know if we can break the shadow graphs. We'll subdue him and drag him back to Silvermoon if we must. I'm not losing him. Kind of reminds me of the Jailer's, like, domination stuff. They even call it, like, domination. But it seems like it mostly only works on light and void stuff. Not entirely sure. Alright, we're over here. Shadow graphs are bonded to the beast's hide. Imperia would have had complete control over it, forcing it to fight for her amusement. It appears Aeneas has made attempts to remove the shadowy metal. Beast did not survive the process. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, speak to her.
Endure.
Got a real troublemaker on our hands. Take them on, if you think you're up to it.
Found you. He belongs to me. It's like possessed. We'll get him. I had him one spear thrust and I could have ended it, but he's still Cal, even if the monster's controlling him. Look what chasing after him again got me. Well, we can save him. Bury me not. I knew we'd never grow old together, but I thought we'd have more time. Don't worry, I'm not afraid. I promised myself I wouldn't go home without him. I wouldn't spend a night in an empty bed. I'm just keeping that promise. Don't let her have him. Take his tender box. You'll know what to do. Burn his body. Now what? Oh. Super unfortunate that they would die in this circumstance. Kind of messed up even. Touch of death. Oh, he's broken. Now I'm gonna kill you. Not yet. The chains bind us both in this. Bam. It burns, and now you burn. Damn. Thank you, Aeneas. I'll find you in the light. I hope so. Does this just burn forever now? Okay. I felt it when you thank you sorry. Getting hard to think. She accepted the tinderbox and holds it to her chest. Her eyes seem to focus on something you can't see. Cal, I'm so tired. Let's go home. She slumps over, her hand falling away from the wound at her side. She is at peace. Damn. Or you can see a light ghost in front of her. She lit herself on fire? Now there's two light ghosts? Oh, good luck to the Shadowlands. Hey, I know Pelagos. He's a great guy. He's gonna hook you guys up. Really unfortunate they had to die, though. In such a messed up way, too.
Our people represent a new future.
I'm not ready to do the PvP quest yet. I want to finish all the other ones. got a lot of them done though. Alright, I guess I have to do this again. There's so many quests that send you back to the Singularity Anchor, but I think you can only get one weekly chest from it. So you have all these quests sending you back there to do it, but you don't get anything from doing it.
The very fabric of reality is chaotic and malformed. We could use your help studying the residue of such anomalies.
Huh, the rare I need.
Speak your mind.
Alright, got that done. Next one's in 5 minutes. Leave me time to do anything. Guess I could check this rare. Hold on, if I turn off simplified. It doesn't change anything. Why is his nameplate so small? Oh, whoops. Put me in combat. I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back. This event's about to start in 1 minute, and I need it to progress the upgrade quest over in the capital for the zone, Howling Ridge. You can, interestingly enough, unlike the Flames Radiance thing, or maybe exactly like it, I don't remember, you can just actually AFK this entire event. Not sure if you get the same rewards as if you participate, but yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. Actually, I might go ahead and stop streaming because it's like 3 AM. And the stuff I need to do is not really going to be all that interesting to review. Maybe when I get back to questing I can. Thanks for watching.